Mrs. Paul, and I'm the band director at Greenview. I want to welcome you here tonight to hear our 5th and 6th grade band. First, we are going to start the show, though, with our high school jazz effect ensemble under the direction of Mr. Shamp. Please enjoy.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. As Ms. Paul said, my name's John Shamp. I want to welcome you to Brush High School and our Performing Arts Center. This is the first time we've had a 5th and 6th grade band concert in several years, so we wanted to make it seem kind of special and get the kids in the auditorium here up at Brush. So thank you for coming tonight and for accommodating all of us getting the kids here. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you so much. So this is the Brush Jazz Effect. It's our first period jazz ensemble. We meet first thing every day, bright and early in the morning. We're going to start off with a Charles Mingus tune, which Charles Mingus is probably the most famous jazz bass player of all time. This is entitled Better Get It in Your Soul. I'll introduce the soloists when we're done. Thank you so much. First, you heard a trumpet solo by Chris Madovic. Give him a hand. And an alto solo by William Stanford. Give him a hand. And just so you know, all the solos you hear tonight from the kids in this ensemble are improvised, which means that they are spontaneously creating them as they play them. There's no written out solo, and they have to make it up as they go. So each solo you hear tonight is a spontaneously created, unique solo that will probably never be duplicated again. So as soon as we teach them all to read the music, we immediately take the music away and make them make it up on their own. The next tune we're going to do is a Thelonious Monk tune, who is a very famous jazz piano player. This is entitled In Walked Bud. Thanks so much. Once again, you heard from William Stanford on the alto sax. Give him a hand. That was Chris Madovic on trumpet again. Give him a hand. And I think that's your first solo, right? His first solo with the band. That was Brandon Watson. Give him a hand. Yeah. No pressure. Before we do the last tune, I just want to say thanks to Miss Paul again for inviting us to have the band come out. It's always fun to get these kids out and let them play because they do work hard. And to all you 5th and 6th graders, I know I've been into Greenview to work with some of you a couple times. All of these kids on right here, they were all in your shoes at one point. In 5th and 6th grade at Greenview, fighting to get the right notes, to get the right sounds. You just stick with it, and this is what happens at the end of the game. I promise. You just stick with it, and this is where you wind up, okay? And I do want to recognize our bass player. Our normal bass player is out for the moment, so we had to have a stand-in come in, and she came in for one rehearsal and learned all these bass parts to play along with us. I want to recognize Akaya Abdullah. Thank you. If you haven't looked in your program yet, I'm sure you'll recognize the next tune. You don't need me to announce it. And I'll introduce the soloist when we're done. Here's the last tune for us tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Real quick, that was Tilly Malone on the tenor sax. Give her a hand. Andy Matovic on clarinet. Give him a hand. Ryan Watson on trombone. Give him a hand. Again, Chris Matovic on trumpet. Give him a hand. And then that was freshman Damari Kennedy on the drum set. Give him a hand. The band, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, again. I think we are all set. I wish I could tell you all the things I hear on the night of a concert. It is amazing. It's funny how many mouthpieces get lost in the span of 5 minutes, or music, all of a sudden just disappeared. So thank you. You'll see a lot of people working around, a lot of actually high school students on stage and around. They are making this happen right now. They are so helpful. So thank you to all of the extra hands that are here tonight. You can see that it's a lot when we have 100 band students at Greenview, which is great. So for those of you who don't know, again, I'm Mrs. Paul, and I have the privilege of being the band director at Greenview. This being my first year, I was not sure what to expect, as you know when you're new somewhere, but I sure was excited about it. So it has been really fun watching these students, in both bands, learn and grow as musicians. From where they started to where they are today, it takes work and dedication. So tonight, we're going to show you all they've learned so far this year. And if this is any indication of the leaps that we can take in our learning, I'm really excited for what we can show you in our spring concert, and then as these 6th graders move on to 7th grade and play at Memorial, and for many years to come. One of my privileges as a band teacher is I tell these kids, I'm gonna get you, if you stay in band until you're a senior, these 5th graders, I'll have you for 7 years. That's unique as a teacher. But those of you who have communicated with me or see me, I love my job. And I'm loving it more every day as I get to know these kids. So I'm really excited to show you what they've learned. Please enjoy.
We have worked very hard to prepare this music for you to listen this evening. We respectfully ask at this time to you take a moment to silence all cell phones and all personal data devices.
We also ask that all guests remain seated throughout the duration of this concert. If you have to leave or enter the auditorium during the concert, we ask that you do it between songs so there's no disruption while we are playing, unless leaving will cause less of a disruption. Thank you and enjoy the concert.
We first started playing our instruments. We had to learn how to read our first 3 notes on the page and how to make a sound on our instruments. Our first day sounded a bit like this. We worked really hard to learn our first 3 notes, and they eventually started sounding better. Listen to how good our notes sound now as we play our first song featuring those first 3 notes, Band on Parade.
In this song, we used our first 3 notes to learn how to play half notes and half rest. Half notes are 2 beats of sound, and half rest are 2 beats of silence. See if you can hear the difference between the whole notes and half notes, and listen for those half rest as we play half the price.
is one of our first opportunities to play in two parts. This means that there is one group playing the A part. And there is one group playing the B part. Now see if you can hear both parts as we play Two for the Show.
Playing our first three notes, playing half notes and whole notes, playing half rest and whole rest, and making sure we are playing it together. It was challenging at first, but we practiced hard and finally got it. Enjoy listening to Go for Excellence.
The next thing we learned was how to play quarter notes and quarter rest. Quarter notes are only one beat of sound. When we play them, it feels and sounds faster than playing half notes and whole notes. Listen for 4 clear notes on each of our beginning 3 notes as we play a quarter's worth.
Then the day finally happened. We came to the moment that we could reach a milestone that every musician comes to. It was time to learn our infamous hot cross buns. As we got better at playing our instruments and reading our notes and rhythms, we learned the last song that will use only 3 notes. This song was also the first time we were challenged with playing half notes and rest in quarter notes and rest in the same song. Try and see if you can hear the differences in Down by the Station. When we started playing this song, we finally got to learn how to play a new note on our instruments and how to read it in the music. We now could use those 4 notes to learn a familiar song. The title you see in the program is different from the title most of us know the song by. See if you can figure it out as you listen to Merrily We Roll Along.
Before we play our last song, we want to say thank you. Thank you for everyone in this audience who is here to support us. This is our first band concert, and having our teachers, friends, and family in this audience tonight makes it feel even more special for all of us. So thank you for all being here tonight to support us.
For our last song, we are adding in a new note and taking all the things we have learned up to this point and putting it together. In this song, you will hear us playing in two parts again, but this time the parts have the same rhythm but very different notes. We have learned how the A part is the melody of the song. And we learned how the B part is the harmony of the song.
We also talked about balance and making sure both parts were the same volume and nobody was too loud. It's a lot to think about at once, but we can totally do it. Enjoy our last song, Lightly Row.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of time, because I like to try to keep things under an hour to the best of my ability, we are going to move on to the 6th grade. Thank you, 5th grade, for getting so quickly into your seats. All right, here's the 6th grade.
At the beginning of the year, everyone in the 6th grade band started by reviewing how to play the basic 6 notes on their instruments and how to read them in the music. As we became more confident in our reading and playing skills, Mrs. Paul handed out our first full band song of the year, Power Rock.
This song uses all of our first 6 notes and is really fun to play because it has 2 similar songs in it. Enjoy our first song as we rock out playing We Will Rock You and Another One Bites the Dust.
Dark and sinister are not words normally associated with music for younger bands. However, you will totally hear just that in our next song. This song has a lot powerful and dramatic sounds for us to play. We learned how to play our instruments loud and soft, how to play notes short or connected, and how to listen to the different parts as we play.
This song was also one of the first times we played the music independently within our instrument sections. We first had to learn to play our sections parts confidently. Then we work to combine our parts with the other sections who were playing something totally different. We are excited to show you all what we have learned as we play Dragonfire.
On behalf of the middle school band, I would like to thank a few people. First of all, we would like to thank the teachers and principals for letting us have rehearsal time. Next, we would like to thank the parents and families and everyone else here. It's really nice to see all of your faces. And last but most importantly, Miss Paul. We would like to thank her because she has done so many amazing things and she cares about us so much. Her birthday is coming up, so we have a little surprise for her. And now here's for Charles and Kalia.
Kango Caves is a musical story of the early exploration of the natural caves in the South African Cape region. The Kango network of caves has many chambers. For years, water flowed through these chambers, helping with the formation of the stalactites and the stalagmites. The water also carried minerals that help create the brilliantly colored flowstone walls and curtains of sparkly calcite.
As we play our final song, listen for all the ways we are trying to add color to our own playing. Mrs. Paul told us that when we play, it is not just about playing the notes, it's about playing music. Please enjoy Kango Caves.
thanks for the early happy birthday. I don't think I've had that many people ever sing happy birthday to me at one time, so thank you very much. That was quite embarrassing. But thank you very much. Shh, I have directions for actually everyone. Parents and family, because there are so many of you here, thank you for all being here. If you all go to the band room at one time, it'll be crazy. So this is how this will happen. If you can wait here, the students are going to help put away their chairs and stands. They're just learning this. You're going to help put away those chairs and stands, and then they will be going to their band rooms to put away their stuff. Then they will come back here and meet you here. So if you can just chill here for about 10 more minutes, 15 minutes, they'll get it all done, okay? Thank you again for being here tonight, and we look forward to seeing you in the spring for our next concert.